Okay, here we are at Jason's studio. So this is Jason McNiven. He's about to destroy my putter. So Jason, what are you going to do?
Well, Mr. Gundy, because of your putting issues, what we're going to do is keep it simple, stupid. He's got his Scotty Cameron that he likes the look of, but he puts poorly with it, but he likes the grip. Size-wise, he's got big hands, it suits him. But however, the Sabertooth with face balanced, more stable through the ball, is definitely a better way to start. What we're going to do, we're going to put a similar type of grip size on the Sabertooth. Now this was the old grip that come off, and you can see from the size of the grip.
Was that the Titleist grip?
Yeah, it's the Scotty Cameron Classic cord grip. It's about half the size.
Yep.
So what we're going to do, we're going to get that new Lambkin 2010 grip, which is on the desk, which is mugged off. There we go.
Monster.
Alright, so we're going to put that on, and then that's going to be a similar sort of size and a feel, so it can take his hands out. Now if you want to...
So how big do you think that is? Do you think that's 3 times bigger than a standard grip?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 times bigger, but the key point is to take your hands out. If you want to be consistent when you putt,
yep,
you don't want to be flicking it. Just keep it nice and simple, nice triangle, back and through.
Okay.
The less hand action you've got, the better.
Cool.
What we're going to do, we're going to show you guys how to put a grip on properly. Secure the putter or shaft on the clamp with the steel tray around it. We use a special 2-inch anchor tape that's pretty strong, a little bit thicker than normal.
Okay.
You can see dead sticky. What we're going to do, we're going to get the tape on, put it on, and the key is to make sure it's nice and smooth, round, not got any ridges in the back. We use a special solvent, a hydrocarbon that's not flammable, not dangerous to health and safety.
So is it the same?
Not white spirit or petrol, folks. Do not use white spirit or petrol.
Is it the same way you put this grip on as a standard grip,
Yeah,
even though it's bigger?
Everything. Now, one thing with a putter grip, you've got to be careful of. As it goes on, you've got to be very careful how you line it up. Obviously, this is the crucial part. Make sure it's on nice and tight, pushing it all the way down. Out she comes. Simple as. Now, the key now is to see to make sure it's lined up. And this is where the skill comes in. Just twist it, it's still wet. It will flash off in about 15 minutes.
Right.
So just make sure it's nice and straight. And then what we're going to do...
So putters off the shelf, yeah. So you walk into American Golf or Nevada Bobs, anything like that. And what are the putters like off the shelf?
Well, it depends on what production line they're made and on what run. I mean, I've seen some putter grips that look like they've been put on by Stevie Wonder.
Oh, really?
Some pretty poor efforts going on. But
so
again,
how can people check when they buy a putter?
What, the best thing to do, and this is a kind of rule of thumb that I always go to when I'm checking putters, is close your eyes.
Yeah.
Hold the putter as you think is square, look at the face, and if the face is what you feel square, that's good. If you hold the putter and you think, now that feels about right, and the face is either closed or open, then the chances are you're not going to putt very well with that putter. It doesn't matter what price it is.
Right.
If the grip's not on straight, you can't use it. So now that looks pretty good. It's pretty big for my little hands, but I'm sure Mr. Gundy, that'll be perfect. So that now is one putter done.
So how long does it take to set?
It's about 15-20 minutes in a sort of room temperature, maybe half an hour, since it's blooming freezing over here in January, but it's about half an hour.
Okay, cool. And you get these adverts now online that says you can do all these putter grips at home, but you don't recommend doing that, obviously.
So you've got to be careful. How are you going to clamp it? Have you got the special tape, this stuff? The solvent, all this stuff, I mean, splashing around in solvent's not a good idea.
Okay.
And then the most important of all, putting the damn thing on straight. That's the key.
I must admit, I got a putter fitted, or grip fitted, I think about a year ago, and it was definitely on wonky. So, and that was done by a PGA Pro. So
you know what? It's the hardest thing about any of this. You know, when I was training guys up at TaylorMade on the production line, the hardest thing was gripping.
Right.
To get it on straight. It looks easy. It should be easy. But it's one of those sort of skills that you need to practice, and you can easily get it wrong. And the thing is, what you think is on dead straight, you put it down, and you know it's on wrong. So you've got to be very careful.
So on normal clubs, let's say normal irons all the way through, how does installing one of those grips differ to a putter? Are they more rounded? Are they same?
No different at all. The same process. You clamp it, tape it, depending on the layers of tape you want. Solvent over the top, solvent inside the grip. Pour it over the top of the tape, slide it on. The key fundamental is to make sure the face is square and make sure you put it on the grip square. Then you haven't got to twist it too much side to side. If the face's angle is wrong to start with, you've got a problem. So it needs to be straight up and then you can literally walk it on like that. So what we'll do later on, we'll show you how to grip a set of irons up earlier.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jason.
Cheers.